Dolan from SDF Gaming, or if you're not into the whole brevity thing, man, schadenfreudegaming.com. We're going to take a look at... It's got a weird name. I had to think about it for a second. It was originally called Next Car Game because Bugbear Entertainment didn't know what they were going to call it. It is currently now called Next Car Game: Wreckfest. They are slowly transitioning to just Wreckfest, if I had to venture a guess. But it is a physics damage simulation demolition derby / dirt track / arena racer, whatever. It kind of does a whole lot of stuff. It is early release on Steam right now. I bought it a while ago, and it has slowly been getting better. They're obviously putting a lot of work into it. As you can see by kind of some of the jankiness here, I have the graphics turned pretty much all the way down. I have the lowest level of shadows on, but pretty much everything is turned off just because it hitches a lot. I'm running a GTX 760 with quad core processor and 12 gigs of RAM, and it's just not enough. I mean, it's just not polished yet. They're still implementing a lot of stuff. It is early release, but it's very playable when you just kind of turn the graphics down. So we're going to start off with the Trans Am looking thing here, and we're going to just jump right into a demolition derby. You can have up to 23 other opponents with you. They just added some multiplayer, but we're just going to do some single player for the sake of having a smooth recording here. So let's take a look at a demolition derby. As you can see here by the picture, this is actually like an in-game looking shot here. All of the damage is modeled. There's particles come flying off of your car, and it's pretty cool. This is your basic arena. It was originally just released with this arena, but they've been slowly adding more and more tracks and race types. There's a figure 8. There's a circle track race. There's some dirt track races. Let's just smash the hell out of some cars here. See what that looks like. Oh yeah, that's not the way to start. That was horrible. Alright, so I can either sit here and wait for somebody to knock me over, or I can go down to reset car, which is what we're going to do. Bam. Alright, we need to get out of the middle here. We're going to get destroyed. Alright, we're going to try to get up here, get to the walls, get some speed going. You could, if I was smart, I would be driving backwards, obviously, since the engine is in the front on this car, but we're just here for the fun of it all. As you can see, a lot of junk falls off the cars. Eventually you'll get so much damage done to your car that you'll just start on fire, and then that's it for you. You can see all this cool stuff. There's all these tires in the corner. All that stuff is modeled individually. It's great. Physics are pretty cool. When you slam into concrete, it did do it there. It'll smash the wall. I wasn't going fast enough. So they do got some pretty good... I just blew my car up. And that's the beauty of it, though, is we can just hit restart and it jumps right back in. So no load time whatsoever when you're in a race. So let's do it again. I'll run over and see if I can get the wall to simulate the damage I was talking about here. We'll just plow right into it. Bam. So you can break the walls and stuff. It's pretty cool. There's tracks with like a lot of tires along the side. This arena is actually a lot of fun. I have a 4-year-old son who loves to play this game. He likes to drive around in here and smash up the cars, and it's easy to control, and he has a real good time with it. Like I said, it's early release, so there's some stuff that obviously needs some work. I'm not particularly fond of the engine sounds. I think it sounds kind of cool, but there's just kind of no beef to it, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of variety to it as well. Let's see if we can get some speed. Catapult. Bam, there you go. That's how you do that. But as you slowly get beat up, you can see I haven't gotten hit too bad. I'm doing alright. There's some really messed up looking cars out here. They've slowly been improving that too. At one point you could literally be out here so long that your car would just be this smashed up little ball, and you'd be kind of driving around against all physics like your guy would just be a crushed puddle of meat inside the car, and you'd still be able to drive it. That guy looked pretty bad right there. I'm doing pretty good here. I've had a few races recently here where I just get destroyed right away. I've taken 0 people out of the race. You can see by the takedowns in the top left corner. And there are 14 opponents left in the race. We'll see if we can get rid of a couple of them. You're basically targeting the engine, but you really don't want to take damage to your engine. So, like I said, I really should be driving backwards. Let's do that. Let's switch it over to reverse. So I'm playing with an Xbox 360 controller. Oh yeah, there's a problem. My steering's going to be all screwed up if I drive in reverse. Looks like I got a pretty wide. Tires are really far apart is what I'm trying to say. Looks like I took a good hit there. But if I do some rear end damage here, I'll save my engine for a little bit longer. So all I'm doing to do this rear view is I'm just driving with the left trigger held down for reverse, and the camera swings around automatically. So it's pretty easy. Like, so here's an example of something I'm not super fond of. The reverse sound, like on most car games, the reverse sound is just terrible. It's just na 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 na. It just sounds dumb. I don't know if it's just a looping sound effect or they're trying to simulate the RPMs, but I've yet to even like in Forza and Gran Turismo, the reverse sound effects always bother me because they just kind of loop. Obviously, you're not supposed to be driving in reverse constantly, but in a game like this, where it behooves you to drive in reverse, you'd think they could kind of come up with a better sound effect for that. And I'm sure it's planned. It's just that reverse sound right there I always find pretty irritating in racing games. So you got like a nice acceleration in the forward gear. Look at this. Back into my car. It's a disaster. Oh shit. Alright. I gotta hit somebody, so there's a contact timer, just like in a real demolition derby. If you don't hit another car within a certain amount of time, they consider you forfeit from the race. So we gotta hit somebody here. There we go. Oh, but I blew up. That's alright. So that is a demolition derby. We'll switch it up to a different race type here. We'll stick with the same car. And I'm gonna use the mouse here because it's quicker. And we're going to go, we'll do a figure 8 race with 23 cars. That'll be bonkers. So this takes place in that same stadium. It's just that they've set up a figure 8 track across the middle of it, which is pretty fun. If you've ever seen a live figure 8 race, you know they're pretty crazy. But this is your chance. Look at all those cars. This is bad news. Here we go. Pretty decent handling. It used to be kind of floatier. It was really hard to control when you would do like dirt tracks. There are mechanisms I'll show in the, oh jeez, and this is a problem. In the main menu, they're obviously building in where you can modify your car, engine, tires. Looks like a lot of fine tuning you can do. Nothing on the order of like a Forza or something like that, but it looks like they are giving you some options for builds for your car. Here we go, going across center. Oh! Caught in the X. Oh man. Come on the wheels. Oh, we got a problem here. Stuck on something. Ha! Nice. Let's see if I can get off. There we go. Keep on trucking. Nothing like a good old figure 8 race to get your blood pumping, right? Woohoo! This is what you do after you drive around in rush hour traffic. You come home and you play this game and you feel better about yourself. Take it all out in the digital world. Do no harm. You know, unless you took the movie Tron to be like, you know, a documentary. And then you're actually killing little programs in here, but that's alright. Oh, 15th. That was terrible. Somebody must have been flying through that track. Alright, so we're going to jump back out. And so like I said in the menu here, they've got, you know, change parts. They've got some basic stuff in here right now. They have dollar signs next to it, so obviously, I think, and then you've got credits and experience points building up here. I don't know if that's fully implemented yet or not. There's not like a store to go to yet for buying other cars, but they give you a decent starting group of stuff. We'll try We'll switch over to the American Muscle 2, and we'll go do a, let's see, go do a gravel race with 23 other cars. We're going to only do 2 laps, and let's go. Take one last look here at another race type. These ones can get a little crazy too. The AI is decent. They're pretty aggressive. They bump you around a lot, usually for no reason. I just kind of am approaching it from the mindset that it's within the rules of whatever race this is. Like it's like a demolition derby in a circle. If you've ever been to a short track and watched an enduro race where they put like 150 cars on a quarter-mile track and see who can get to 200 laps first, it's basically a demolition derby that travels in a circle. So I kind of approach this like that. If this was Forza or something and they were running you off the road, and you watch all these cars that just immediately go after each other. It's pretty awesome. There are some damage modeled on like those signage, and fences and stuff will break when you hit them. Jesus, this is just bonkers. Oh shit. Oh, come on. Keep it together. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, that'll mess up your car. Get back in it. There's a little slowdown on the frame rate there. Must be a lot. Oh, yeah, it's all those tires. Somebody hit all those tires and then had to keep track of them. That stuff's getting pretty good. That was a pretty minor slowdown. If I'd had the graphics turned way up, that probably would have dropped down to like maybe 4 to 8 frames per second on my machine. I imagine if you had like a super top-end machine, you could probably turn the graphics up on this and not deal with a lot of slowdown. I don't have the fastest processor in the world. Imagine if you had like an i7 or something, you'd be in pretty good shape. But yeah, it's fun. It's just a nice little no frills racer right now, early release on Steam. And if you're into that kind of thing, it's definitely worth the investment. I've seen it go on sale a couple times. Christmas sale's coming up here, so keep your eyes peeled for it if you're interested in just kind of a fun smash into everything kind of a racer. It works pretty good. Anyway, this is Dolan from sdfgaming.com, schadenfreudegaming.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel here. Join our forums on the website. Follow us on Twitter. You can email us questions on our podcast, aptly named The Shodcast, at sdfgaming@sdfgaming.com. We hope to hear from you, and we hope you come back and check out some more videos. Thanks.